Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign, this is just for you. And remember to use your own discernment and also check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you all on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have all right, the Justice card. So this week it's all about new contracts, new commitments, and also the paperwork. So if you've been waiting on documents, paperwork, maybe you've been waiting for an actual letter or a commitment of some sort. Maybe you've applied for something, whether this is a job or a loan or whatever the case might be. Well, this week the paperwork shows up and you get to decide whether you are going to sign on the dotted line or not. This is really a week where you are being asked to consider what your commitment and your focus truly are. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Two of Wands. This is a powerhouse, right? So something that happens this week potentially leads you to so this could be a very lucrative contract. There's some sort of advancement that shows up for you here that could be really nice. Now, the other thing with the Two of Wands, this is where we are effectively claiming dominion, right? This is a really, really powerful card. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, this is making a decision and all the rest of it. Like, I don't see this card as that. The Two of Wands is a very active energy, right? And it can very often have a lucrative energy behind it. So this week, it's like the commitments that you make or the contracts that you sign potentially have long-term financial benefits to them. When it comes to the options that are available to you, this week you get to choose, right? You are fully in charge, which I absolutely love. And if I know Capricorns well enough, and I think I do, so are you, all right? For your communications and conversations, you've got the Three of Pentacles. Love this card. Out of all of the cards in the Minor Arcana, this one to me is the most Capricornian. It's just always felt like that to me. And truth be told, it represents Saturn in Capricorn. But the Three of Pentacles, in terms of your communications this week, it really is about collaboration and it's about the right information coming in. So for those of you that are seeking work specifically, this could be some form of, what's the word that I'm looking for? This could be some form of part-time work, right? So that's really great. Now you've got this underneath the Two of Wands. The conversations that you're having this week do have a quite a lucrative slant to them, which means if you do them right and you make the right commitments and also you have the right collaborators, this week could set you on a path that really enhances your earning potential. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is you dedicating yourself to your studies. So wherever you are in your course, whether you've just finished year one, whether you're just going into year one, whether you're just going into year three or the final year four, whatever the case might be, this is a rededication of yourself to your studies, and it really sees you paying attention to, you know, the numbers, right? The facts and the figures. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is a pay rise of some sort. For those of you that are, like I said, if you're applying for new work this week, it's like you've absolutely got it. You've got bargaining chips this week that you can, you know, that you can go in with. The other thing with that Three of Pentacles, this week, be really committed to finding your allies within the workplace. Who are they? Who are the people that you, and it's not just about people that you get on with, it's about people that you know, like, actually, you know what, I think if something happened to me that was unfair or whatever, I could count on this person, maybe not to rush to my defense, but at least to speak up on my behalf, right? So seek out your allies. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, especially where collaborations come in, working with others, connecting with others, and also taking on new skills, learning new ideas, ideologies, new methods of doing all the things that you do. This week it could be really, really potent for you to get into or even just to connect and collaborate with people that are on your wavelength, or that can teach you things or can give you different information that really feed into you making more money. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is, I think, a lot of you getting really serious about which friendships are committed and which friendships aren't. I think there's a moment of clarity and honesty here around, around who gives what, and, where things either are or are not unfairly or unevenly stacked. But in a good way, it's like you're able to kind of say, okay, you know what, I need more from you in terms of our friendship. Or maybe it's just you saying, okay, you know what, maybe I need to show up a little bit more. But you're committed to making your friendships work. You're committed to making the career and the work sort of work for you, which is great. For your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is a contract, right? For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there is a contract. There's something on the dot. There's something here that you are signing on the dotted line. A lot of you are maybe have been deliberating with a partner over something. Will we or won't we? Are we going to tie the knot? Are we going to buy a house together? Are we going to whatever we are umming and ahhing about? This week it looks like you make a final decision and you're able to move forward. And this might be after a really long period of time. For a lot of you, this might be for the last 3 to 5 years. Maybe you've had something that you and your partner just go round and round and fucking round on. And you're like, do you know what? I've had enough. But this week, there is a breakthrough in the relationship and some forward momentum. Love this for you. Now, for those of you that are single and looking, it's very possible, excuse me, there it is, the Capricorn. Do you know what's really funny? Most Capricorns tend to meet a partner or a significant other or even a flirtation at work, right? It's just one of the energies that you guys carry. This does feel like it happens in that regard, but what's really interesting to me is I don't think you work together. I think you work parallel. Do you know what I mean? So it's like maybe your company interacts with their company and that's how you kind of meet in the middle and you connect in that way. But this could be great for you. I really like it. And with this much energy of commitment here, this will be a relationship that potentially has, some real sort of longevity behind it. For your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Wands. Love that. Right, so this week there's going to be extra hours, there's going to be overtime, there's going to be you making more money, but you're having to do more work for it. You are having to be more active, more proactive, especially for opportunities that show up, especially for ones that you feel like, yeah, you know what, I could use this long term. So this is really nice. And then finally, but for your physical health and vitality, this is one of my favorite cards for physical health and vitality because it's a lot of dynamic energy. It means you've got your mojo back. But coupled with that Justice card, obviously I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, this is not a diagnosis, but one of the things that could show up here is some form of inflammation in or within the kidneys or potentially with the urinary system. So watch out for this week. Now, for a select few of you, if you've been waiting on tests, it could come back that you've got, what do they call it? I can't remember what the word is. There's a word where they say you've got, non-diabetes related fatty liver, right? Watch out for this week. Again, I'm not a doctor, it's not a diagnosis, but if you have tests that you've been waiting on, that's possibly how they could come back. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, for a lot of you, it looks like there are developments on the home front that are going to make a lot of you very happy. It also potentially comes with whatever it is that happens, it happens really quick and things start to absolutely advance, in ways where you're just like, holy crap, that was quick. All right, with that, sorry. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.